No doubt you were looking at the previous video and saying you're in the wrong area. Somehow I managed to open up editor preferences instead of, that's not what we want. I wanted project settings. Sorry, I just clicked on the wrong one. Okay, and if we go down here, go to engine, and well, look what we've got here, input. That's what I was looking for before. It disappeared. Let's have a quick look here. We've got bindings here, which we're going to come back and have a look at. We also have action mappings, and we have axis mappings as well. Some other things down here as well. Okay, but the ones we're actually interested in, the axis mappings and the action mappings, you may notice some of these. So jump. If we go to our character controller, okay, sorry, player character, if we could find that one, first person character, and input action jump. So that is that. Okay, so that's actually an action mapping. We have also got a primary action, I think, which is our shoot. Hopefully, somewhere around here, primary action. No, primary action, input primary action, here we go. Okay, so calling on use item, but so it's a little bit different there. No problem. Okay, yeah, on use item, nice. So that's a change from the previous, from version 4. So what we're going to do is actually create our own input action here for our pause one. So we're going to put action mapping, and if we look at under these, we can actually see as well what we've got. So we can select goodness me, keyboard, and we've also got something for a controller. And you've got primary action, your mouse, and you've got your controller as well. So we're going to add one of these by clicking on the plus here. I'm going to call this pause game. Hopefully that works. All right, yeah. Now, what do we want here? Now I'm going to keep the P. If we go to input, sorry, if we go to keyboard, I'm going to keep P, which I'd probably want to get rid of eventually. So I can add a shift or control, alt, command, etc. here as well. And I'm going to add one, because generally by default, what we want on our keyboard is our escape key. Normally the escape key is the one that brings up our pause menu if we're in a game. In the editor, that doesn't work, which is why I'm keeping the P on. But I would get rid of the P in the game itself, or I might check whether it's P and say, well, if we're actually playing a published version of the game, we don't want to use the P, we just want to use the escape key. So once we've got that, we've got pause game. So now we can go into our player controller, and instead of having P, okay, we can have, we can right click and go pause game. That's our action event. We can delete this. And now we can just do that. So now we've got it as is an action event in the game, and we can set it up probably beyond these videos here, but we can set that up to actually change what these values are. So we can make it so the player can actually select their own interface keys. That's how we do it in there. So now if we go into here, we hit play, it's going to do the same things. I'm hitting P this time, and we come back out again. So that all works. Of course, if we hit escape, you know, it stops it from running. But when I do a build and I run it as an exe, it will actually, the escape key will actually work. Okay, so I think that might be everything that we need to cover in these videos. We may, I think, in the next series look at doing something a little bit more advanced with the menu stuff. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, we'll see you next time.